Hygiene is something that everybody should do on a daily basis, and some of us a little more frequently, especially us women, if you know what I mean. But let me just talk to you about how hard it is for the homeless. Now, if you're a homeless person, some people don't keep themselves clean, and you know that can be pretty nasty. But for a homeless person, we have a tendency to be nasty, and we're not even trying to be, because it's very difficult for us to get cleaned up. Now let me just give you an example. I have really long hair, and I cut it off about 3 years ago. This is the longest it's been in that period of time. And actually right now I'm due for another shave, because it is hard to wash your hair in a sink and dry it with one of those little hand dryers, and that's about all I have access to sometimes being homeless. Another thing, my hands. The hardest thing I found to keep clean is my fingernails, and I'm very meticulous about my fingernails. I have found that a pair of tweezers works really well in keeping the dirt out from underneath them, and I've tried everything from knives to nail files to you name it, to hand lotion, to whatever I could get my hands on to get the dirt out. But still, they remain dirty without a shower. Now, showering is something I like to do every day, but I haven't had that opportunity either, or the luxury of to shower. When I was in the shelter system, sometimes they wouldn't allow us to shower. Sometimes they turned the showers off. Sometimes they just, for whatever reason, said they just couldn't accommodate us. Now I love to shower. I can't bathe, but I love to shower. I have taken bottles of water and poured it over my head in the summertime and just lathered up, and then taken another bottle and poured it over me and rinsed off. In the wintertime, I've done it as quick as I could in freezing cold temperatures with just a wet washcloth and a little bit of water in a cup, soaked up, and done the same thing and rinsed off. But the one thing that I have noticed is most important is trying to keep our teeth, our feet, and our privates clean. That is so difficult. Now, I don't have stinky feet, but I do have sweaty feet. And in the wintertime, they sweat profusely because I have to wear a couple pair of socks and maybe some baggies or whatever else to keep them from getting wet. And once your feet get wet, then they can't breathe any longer. And let me just tell you, you've got to take a washcloth and some running water. You just can't do the old sponge bath on your feet. Same thing with your privates. You can only do that just so many days before it needs a good hosing down. And I'm also talking about your armpits. Now, you know, women, I like to shave under mine. Not everybody does, but I was trained and raised to that's what we do. And I'm a hairy girl. Let me tell you, I got some eyebrows that make Mickey Rudy's, or what is that guy, Andy Rudy from 60 Minutes, look small. And I've been plugging them since I was 12. Now I started doing this mustache thing, so I'm trying to keep that under control too. But this is very difficult to do because most of this I have to do in public. Now it's hard enough sometimes to do it in private, but I have to do it in public, in front of girls, in front of people, on the street, wherever I can find the opportunity or the place to do it. We as homeless people really do want to keep ourselves clean, but we don't have that opportunity. The day centers and shelters that are available to us, when we sign up for a shower, we're lucky if we're given 5 minutes to get in and get out. We are given a little bit of hot water, maybe some toiletries, but still, what you really need is 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get in there to soak, to get it, you know, that first layer off. Like it says on the bottle of shampoo, shampoo hair, and then it says rinse and repeat. We want to repeat. We want to be in there for a good 15, 20 minutes so we can stay clean. Because we're out on the street every day for 7 hours to 12 hours to 24 hours a day. It doesn't matter. Some of us don't stay in shelter. And that dirt that gets on us from the streets, from everything else we're around, it builds up. And we really don't want to be offensive to anybody. We don't want to be stinky people. But sometimes, as I said, we just don't have a choice. So I just want to say, if you can think of porta showers like porta potties, we'd be very grateful for that. Kind of like they have on the beach, you know, where you go out there and you rinse the salt water off and pull that little handle. Only this would be nice if we could have access to those 24/7 in some capacity. Thank you very much.